What is good, guys? Welcome to day 192 of backtesting until I'm profitable. And until next, we'll see how to finish this 2023 model. It's not looking like the best, but I also have to make an apology. Like, the microphone is not the best so far. Like, the sound is kind of skewed, but until I get a new one, I have to be dealing with this one. So without delay, let's just get started. We'll be doing this inversion model from 2023. Ta-da-da. Now when you go to the daily, it looks quite bearish. I mean, we've reversed the daily gap, so we could probably now head to the next potential daily lows, or the ones I'll be looking forward to. So this will be the next lows. Now you can see we retraced into a 4-hour fair value gap there, and we've run the high, which is a good liquidity run here. Now the lowest hanging fruit, which obviously I'd like to target, is here. So this is an idea. I'd like to see an expansion to the downside, but we also have this liquidity is. But let's just sit and wait here now. Maybe we can run the high then start delivering lower. I think so. Okay, you could run on the high there. Okay, this is great. We have sweep right here. Now we also have a 15-minute low here, and we also have an SMT, and it's in a 4-hour FUG. So let's see if this thing holds and price goes lower. Here's the inversion. I like to put it at the high of the candle and target here. That's 20 handles, that's 540, because one handle is worth $2, so that's 12.5, so that's 12. We sell them, and let's see if price will reach here. Boom, TP, and it's gonna drop here, I think. Yo, bro, look at how good this was. Can even ride it further to here. And how much will this be? 4R. I don't really catch 4Rs that much, but I mean, I'll be grateful with this one. Not really good at catching like very, very big moves. Here you can see the 55 here was rejecting and price was dropped. Now price is retraced higher into this daily gap, and it could probably reject it, but if it doesn't, then this will be the low. But I'd like to see it reject it, go to the previous daily low, or the low there. I'd like to see how the 4 is looking before I decide anything. So if this thing flips bearish, it's understandable, but if it continues higher, then probably target the highs here. So let's see how this that will that candle closes. But you can see that here there's a 1 hour gap that's holding, which gives a small confluences of where price is heading to, and have some sort of SMT. So I'd like to see first if it, like what POIs is it respecting. If it respects this one, then we'll be looking for highs. But here you can see 1 hour is holding, so it could probably hold. Now the 15 gap here is also holding, so looks like the 15-minute gaps could be holding, but I didn't see a sweep, so I'd rather wait. Right now looks like the new 4 hour has just opened. I haven't tapped into that one. This one here closed slightly above. Now it's dropping. So you can see prices are dropping bearish, and some 15-minute gaps holding such as here. So this is where potential entry could have been, maybe on some inversion here. So you can see the gap ends up holding, and now today we're extremely bearish towards these lows now. What is the next potential low? So now we have 1 hour gaps, 4 hour gaps. I'd like to see maybe a retracement to a 15-minute or some manipulation before price starts. So let's see what happens here. Right, there's the manipulation. Well, I can call this a gap, obviously. How about this one here? 2 handles, stop loss. 15 minutes looking okay. I mean, we have a low hanging, very low hanging fruit there. Times, so that's 38. So that's 500 over 38. It's 13 handles. So let's sell 13 of them and see how it goes towards these lows here. And take profit gets hit in 1 to 3 minutes. And oh my god, it's melting. Look at this drop here. Freezes into a 5 minute there, then starts to drop. Alright, let's get the next one. Probably got what we wanted on the day. I mean, after this whole move, bro. So there were no other potential entries here. Checking back daily. Well, this looks like it could be bearish as well. We have a previous day low here. I'd like to see it go lower unless it's gonna hold in this sort of order block. We check the 4 hour. We are in the 4 hour gaps here, so would be good if you guys respected them and started going lower to this data low. I think this is a data low because yeah, probably worse than news here. It looks like this gap is the one that's gonna hold instead. How big is this gap here? You see the 4H. It's inversed this gap, but it's already in another gap. But then after inversing this gap, I think I've got the guts that it could start, running higher. Probably some like 1 hour highs. I don't know, but that's something that NQ could do. Checking the 15, there's a 5-minute gap. We've got the sweep. It's a 2-minute good inversion. I'd like to see now head to these highs at 10:09. I'd like to see that happen. I'd like to see something like this. 8 handle stop loss is crazy, to be honest. 500 over 16, that's 31. I think we're just a little bit much on that trade. Still was bearish, but long did. Why did we long it again? because of the 4-hour inversion. Come on. But then the price was still in another 4-hour, so we were kind of dumb on that. Got a good low here. I'd like to see price head to. It's a low, London low. Price here and this high and this one. So I'd really like to trade it to these lows here. So it's a 15-minute gap there. Didn't impress any gap yet for me to enter, because that's only when I can take an entry. Come on, bro. Well, it's a 5-minute gap, so to be honest, it's something you'd expect. So, yikes. It's right. I believe now it's time to short it. Still targeting here. 500 over 60. This thing is really slow. I'd like to see it like snipe directly to here, to the London low. Let's just sit and see. It's really slow, to be honest. I mean, the 1 hour could reject the gap, but I'd like to see it start melting lower now. Hey, man, this is the worst PA of all time. Bro. So we go back to daily. Turns out this day was extremely slow, and I'd like this one to rip off to the downside. But the previous day lows there. It's a 4 hour. I don't have any 4 hour POI except for this gap here. The 1 hour is still here holding, so now I'd like to see probable continuation to the downside after some sort of manipulation, obviously. So now all I gotta do is see if my bias plays out or if market screws me up again. I've got an SMT there. Then it gets validated, but if you don't get one on the high. Now after these runs here, now I think price could probably head to these lows here, or these ones. And if you target the low hanging fruit, this will be the target. Obviously, you'd short it here. I would like to short it here after this 1 minute inversion. somewhere there. Look at this assembly there. Yikes. Crazy TP here. Man, I hate the way like when I target the low hanging fruits, market heads farther. When I target the farthest, market looks for this closest target. So man. I hate myself. I should have sold it to here for a full hour instead for a 1 hour. Wait. This one here holds up in a full hour for how much will this be? 2.256. If this impression obviously holds, and we'll be kicked in the nuts, bro. Kicked in the nuts. And I don't know why I feel confident that we'll then head to this low after this. So it turns out the next day is also bearish. I'm gonna need all of this. In the 4H, we kind of retraced into, okay, we didn't actually. Price was really close. I believe maybe it's a 1 hour gap here, 1 hour retracement left behind some relatively equal highs. There's a 15-minute gap. Still bearish. I'm bearish to this London low. If we ran the high, then I'll trade to the lows. If the London lows just don't get taken out at the market open. Alright, it's saying open. No inversion yet, but I'm pretty confident that it's gonna reject and go lower. Funny enough, this is the first presented fair value gap at 9:45. How big is it? One handle. Like price could be heading for the relatively equal highs here. Then we burst the gap here. Now am I gonna enter? Let's check the 1H. 30-minute, nothing. 45, nothing. Like there's no confidence to make me enter here, but I still believe it's gonna go lower. So I'm just gonna see. Ends up not doing that thing and runs the high. Okay, crazy 2-minute. Now after embracing here and seeing this retracement into the gap, I think I'm gonna short it now. It's a 2-minute inversion as well. Now let's set it to the next potential low or 15-minute gap. Less than discount, obviously. 500 over 36. This is 13. Well, the good thing about this is when I lose, I'm sure that like it's just like in a few minutes. Look from here to here. I guess after 5 minutes, So frustrating. Then price heads directly to my direction, which is the worst thing to see in PA. So it's probably because we were bearish, we were bullish. It was bullish here. Look at this SMT inversion here. Repeat gap retracement, then market goes high to rip this high. That's insane. Price has now run this low here. We still have this one intact. The ES has already run it, but yeah, no, I can't say anything that's helpful, not much on the 1 hour, except the price is in this gap here, and we've also run sell side. Left a good breakaway here, burst some. So I think we will now be heading higher. Got a 1 hour low here. I think here only 15-minute gaps will be holding really good, so I'd like to use them and target some low hanging fruits and see what happens. So a good retracement to 15-minute. Okay, crazy drop. It doesn't inverse it. Now here it's inversed, and it's a good move to the downside. I believe we're gonna go higher. I just target the next 1 hour, next high, sorry, 15-minute high. Make it 20, and then I target here. So that's 500 over 40. That's 12. Get used to that. Boom. Bang. Very good TP there. And the next 1 hour high as well. This is why on NQ you gotta target low hanging fruits. I mean, it's possible you could target this higher, but look at what you'd have to weather. Ali, Ali, Ali. It's a good move to the upside, to be honest. By the way, the last high ends up getting tagged in. We on Monday, Friday that I traded. You can see that this one was a 10, 11, 12. End up hitting the full high here. Now we in a 4 hour. Good signs of bullishness. Now I will target the next daily high. Four-hour gap here is holding. I don't get any run lower. Ooh, we actually get it on ES. Good SMT. Which gets invalidated. So if now we're gonna go higher, we're gonna inverse this thing here, which we do, and it's a 2-minute inversion as well, so might as well just buy it here. Now this high will be good, but the 1 hour highs, let's check them out. We didn't reach it though. Will be a little bit far, but I mean it will be good. It will be a good RR. Man, seriously, bro. Ow. This is insulting, bro. Try to put it at the best take profit I can. Why? Okay, well, of the 2-minute I could have made it a little bit bigger, but at what cost? So disappointed in myself there. But I mean, it's okay. It's just I got wicked out. Right now, when you check the daily here, oh god, we have crazy wick. What have I done? Okay, refreshed it. Just refreshed it on the. I'd like to check if it's a weekly gap or something like that. Not a gap. I think we're gonna have like a corrective move to this daily though, because all these candles are closing, bro. Insane. 4 hour is not in anything well except these gaps here. I mean, it could probably hold. 1 hour, we've inversed this big thing here. Got some good lows. You have to see where the manipulation happens at. Okay, good run on the high there. So 15-minute gap is holding. It's 2-minute inversion. And got a good retracement after inversing there. Now I'd like to look at this slow at least. Somewhere there. I'm gonna make it safe. Play it safe. Nah, there's no need to play it safe. Actually, I'm just gonna long it and see what happens. Though we're in some sort of 5-minute. Yeah, I agree with your bearishness, man. Start moving, start dropping, hurry. Going so slow. That's 500 over 29. That's 17. What in the world just happened? Huh? Wait a minute. What the hell just happened? This is 950 what 958. My take profit was here, like really good on this low. And bro, it rips. Shit. Bro. Because you can look how good we drop into the daily lows. Aggressively, bro. Aggressively. Now, yikes. It's insane. Anyways, I'm grateful for the move that I got. see now, is it gonna recover to this extensive drop to the downside? Okay, good 15-minute gap retracement, 2-minute inversion, 1-minute inversion as well. It could have been one here, but I'm not confident about that one. Let's see, can we show it again? We'll show it to here. And that would mean we have a very big stop to here. I'm not gonna short it, I'm just gonna take trade this. And rich lunch with nothing. So this day here is challenging, a little bit challenging the day we're at. I mean, you could probably check this cap and start going higher, or start going to the next daily low. But I'd like to see it reject the gap, unless you get more of the 4 hour doesn't agree with that. We've reversed a bullish. We are in have this gap here, so maybe this one could hold and go lower. Can't disregard the fact that we have one here, but I'm in favor of this one holding and then price heading lower with this 4 hour low. Okay, could run the highs there. But then we're not in any POI. Well, there's a 1 hour gap, 15-minute gap, and we're running really good, to be honest. Then it's a little bit late in the day, sorry, early in the day, but I think we can move it early in the day though, towards these Asia lows. A pretty big stop though. It's a 28 times 2, 500 over 56, selling 8.9, which is 9 simply. But if we run these lows here, I'd rather move to break even, because it's like it could run these lows here, then start going higher. I don't have anything that will disrupt this move. Let's just wait and see. Ooh, good. Seriously, bro. Let's make it the full stop loss and just sit and wait. Can see. Good TP, bro. Good TP at 10 open. I think there was some sort of news there. Bro, this is a good position, man. Very good position. Very good shorts, straightforward. See, March is starting to make sense now. Now you're doing. Then later we end up going higher. So, what can you blame price, huh? So we're now heading for this high, I think. The next step just got the base hits. Just doing base hits. Well, like to think this high is protected, kinda, because it's into. I don't know if it's a weekly though. So it's a daily, like this daily gap. This one, maybe you could. This thing here could hold, but we gotta wait for PA to print more stuff first to see if it disrespects bearish PA, then it's bullish. If it okay, I think I'm mixing it up. Okay, if it respects bullish PA, it's bullish. If it respects bearish PA, then it's bearish. I'd like to see I'd like to see this gap here hold. So now let's check the 4H. 4H will confirm more. We're still in the 4H gap, and we had a good run to the upside. I feel like I think like price could probably drop. Let's check the 1 hour though. 1 hour closed really bullish, but I mean, okay, still could go lower, like to the next 15-minute low, lowest hanging fruit. Let's see if we get a manipulation above this high, then the drop. That will be the only time I'd take shorts. Right, there goes the run. Gonna inverse anything, or it's gonna continue higher? Okay, turns out we're bullish. So if this bullishness continues, then I'll obviously go within the next bullish move if it presents itself, such as oof. Now the 1 hour is not looking like the best. Price heads to this high. Ooh, leaving behind an SMT. This high here, and another one. We'll send SMT with ES. Now we inverse a 5-minute, but then we're in a 15-minute, and it looks extremely bullish. First 2-minute gap will be here anyways, like the 1 minute will be here. Drops. So I think the 50-minute is the one that's gonna hold here for the bullishness. And then we inverse there, so that 2-minute inversion right here now, at least here. Take it, will probably now head to this high. At least. Like a 1 to 1.2, 27 times 2. Come on. All we gotta do is just sit and wait. Why did it fail to reach for those highs though? I think it's heading for the 1 hour low, probably. There are the SMTs. Just let this go. A little more. Alright, so man, this bearish gaps end up holding as I was thinking, and now obviously I'll be targeting here. Even though I took longs yesterday, I was still like having a long-term bearish bias in mind. We're in a good 4H gap. data lows here. It is data lows, yeah, it actually is. Now maybe if you can get a manipulation into some small manipulation of high, maybe, which we don't. I mean, now it's like extremely aggressive, going to downside. No any kind of retracements that one could enter off of. Alright, now this is okay. If this one reverses, I can enter. The cap is looking good. I think now it's gonna hold bearish. But then the 1 minute here disappointed us. Like I hesitated to take this for a reason. Maybe let's see if we can burst this one here. Get some burst absolutely here. The 2 minute, yeah, 2 minute inverses as well, so we can short it probably to this next low here. Except the 5 minute has other plans, which is also possible. Looks like it doesn't want to go with us. I'm going for out the block, but I don't really, not a fan of other blocks. I see this, I'd rather be in favor of this gap here holding. That means price will head to the high, because this is the first POI I see. On the daily there's nothing. The 4 hour I see a POI here holding, so I think now maybe price will go higher, but where to? Probably these highs, if this 15-minute gaps allows, because it's crazy honestly. There's more chances would go lower than higher. Let's see where the manipulation goes to. So now price runs these lows here, then starts rallying higher, but so we reversed the 15-minute. I've got a good SMT at the lows here. I'd like to long it, target the highs now, because now this gap here is a 10-minute gap, has been inversed with context. This one here, something like this. But then the RR wouldn't be really the best. Man, you're not serious. What in the world is happening here? we're running through this profit slowly by slowly. So there's a good 4 hour here holding, small 1 hour here after run on lows and then SMT. We also got an SMT at the high, but I'm bullish, so who cares about that one? Get the inversion here and the run on the low, 15-minute gap, lowest hanging fruit. Like to see a move here though. We're gonna trade this move to the upside too, or is this high here? No, this will be like the smallest trade, to be honest. It's 500 over 30 again. Secure a win. Price continues higher, higher, and higher, and higher, and boom, hits final take profit there. Like told you, this is typical day in the life of what happens to me. I target the lowest hanging fruit, price hits the highest hanging fruit. I target the highest, price hits the lowest hanging fruit. But I mean, consistent low hanging fruits are okay. I'm okay with them. Daily is not showing much except that this year, yes, we are in a gap and price could start going lower. The 4 hour is in a gap here. Like to see it go higher, to be honest. Like NQ, like to see it reject, go and go higher, but it's possible that I could be wrong. I could not head to this high here. But then looking at this sweep and then the SMT, bro, bearishness is possible. Let me just wait for a 15-minute. 15-minute will show much. Tracement into the gap there. Got an SMT going on, gets disqualified. 1 hour, I believe we're still in the gap. We hit the highest gap here, forming another form of SMT. Now I wonder what point we're gonna create an inversion. Like it's really far. Probably if the inversion happens here. Consolidating the 15 minute, so just gonna let it move. Okay, we're bullish now. Before I did some good stuff here to us, but it was really bearish at the start. These eyes are good for a gap holding. Okay, it's not holding yet, but we're in a for a gap. I'd like to see head here now. Closest manipulation level. Okay, look at how beautiful this SMT is. Don't get any inversion to trade from except the 5 minute. Let's see if we get any other. Well, the 5 minute has inversed. I'll probably trade off of the 5 minute because of the SMT and the things. So you enter here, stop here. Where I'll be targeting it. But then we're in a 15 minute. Man, I hate this. I'll be targeting somewhere here or here. Trading off of the 5 minute inversion. But we also got one here. Craziest retracement in history. Ooh, we got an SMT at this high here. And let me hold for the full TPNC. Right. It's like I just want some money, but bro, this is just what's it called? It's just backtesting, but I mean, it's just proof of concept. All right, so it's 1 hour full. Let's check the stats here. So this inversion model is in 2023 is now at 42%. Well, it's okay. I'm gonna close this here, and till next time, stay blessed. Peace.